Good evening, everyone. Some of the most important part of circle we are going to study. And circle is a very important topic. Second link joined beta. First link got hanged. So second link I started. Deva, good evening beta. First link got hanged. So second link I started. So basics of circle first I am going to teach beta. Okay. Good evening Deva. So we will start circle. First we'll understand what is a circle. Okay. So circle all basic identity, either all the contents I'm going to teach about circle. Let's start this one out. Inform in the group to join as fast as possible. Say auntie started class. Yes, good evening everyone. So first we are going to understand what is circle, and based on that we'll start solving the questions related to circle. So first a circle will be having a center. Okay, so whenever circle will be written, how to present a circle? So to present a circle we will always write it with a center. The center is denoted as O. Understood? And how to write a circle in shortest way? We are writing circle C with center O and radius R. This is the basic of circle. So when we start circle, the first thing what we are going to understand about circle is the circle will be represented as center C with radius R. Can you start writing, please? Start writing, Deva. Circle C with center O and radius R. So now let's start this one out. So here this is center O and radius R. This is a way of presenting a circle. Then it will always be equidistance with the circumference. So this region is the center. This boundary is not called as perimeter. This boundary is called as circumference. This boundary is called as circumference. Good evening, beta. Arunisha, good evening. So let's start the class, beta. Aru. I told 2 minutes, Arunisha. You are late. I am early today. So this boundary is called as circumference. This is center and this is circumference. The distance between this and this always remains the same, and it will be considered as what? Radii. Okay, so how many we will draw? All of them will be equidistance. So this will be exactly C, this will be D. So what we are calling it as? We are calling it as radii. So we will call it as OA is equal to OB is equal to OC is equal to OD beta, and all of these are radius. So what we are calling it as? Radii. What we are calling it as? Radii, and it is always equidistant. So this is considered as what beta? This is considered as radii of a circle. Okay, now we will understand the next part. All the points are not considered as radii. There is always a saying as which one will be considered as radius, which point will be considered as radius, which distance will be considered as radius. That also is an important point. So if somebody will draw any line like this, understand, if any line will be drawn like this, okay, any line will be drawn like this, okay, so they will not be considered as radius. Understood? They will not be considered as radius. Why they will not be considered as radius, beta? Because they will be not exactly falling on circumference. So any point on the circumference should be touched by the center. Then only the distance will be considered as radius. then only the distance will be considered as radius. Otherwise, it is not considered as radius. So, if somebody will be drawing this point P and OQ, now OP is greater than OB and OQ is less than OB. Okay, OB is distance between center and circumference. So OB is distance between center and circumference. So if somebody will be asking you, OB is distance between center and circumference. So if OB is distance between center and circumference, beta, then 100% all the points which is touching the center and circumference should have equal length. All the points between center and circumference should have equal length. But here these lengths are not equal. So since these lengths are not equal, so they will not be considered as radius. So what we learned about radius? Radius will be a distance between the center and the circumference. What is radius, beta? Radius is actually the distance between the center and the circumference point. Okay, the distance between the center and circumference point is considered as radius. The distance between the center and circumference point is considered as radius. I hope everybody understood this one. Arunisha, Tanisha, did you got this point, beta? So what is exactly this distance is called as? I hope you might have understood this is considered as radius. Okay, beta. Now we are going to talk about what is the meaning of circular disc. So this is exactly considered as circular disc. Come on, girls, get ready. This is exactly called as what, beta? Circular disc. This is called as circular disc. Now, what is the meaning of concentric? So now we are going to talk about radius. We understood now the distance between. So what is the definition of radius? The definition of radius says that the distance between the center and the circumference is exactly radius. Distance between center and circumference. Yes. So distance between center and circumference is considered as radius. Distance between center and circumference is considered as radius. So this is the most important point. So center to circumference, whatever distance is there, it is considered as radius. So OA is equal to radius. Come beta Sham. So this is exactly called as radius beta. And always the radius is equidistance. Always the radius distance remains the same. Sam, see look here, I started circle chapter basics first I am teaching because circle will be in class 9th also, circle will be in class 10th also, circle will be in class 11th also, circle will be in class 12th also. Understood? The concept of circle, once introduced, will not leave you, beta. So what we have to do? We have to study it very thoroughly. Correct? Are we ready, beta? Understood? Hmm. Super. So we are going to just, I'm just revising that one. We'll start. Now, beta, this is radius. Okay. Now, after the radius, correct now? After the radius, we are going to talk about concentric circle. Concentric. Give a heading, beta. Concentric circle. Concentric circles. What is the meaning of concentric circles? If somebody will be asking you, what is the meaning of concentric circle? Give a heading, Sham. What is the meaning of concentric circle? Concentric circle. The meaning of concentric circle is circles with same center. Concentric circle means circles with same center. Concentric circle means circle with same center. So here what we are going to do, this is concentric circle. This is exactly concentric circle. So all the circles having same center is considered as concentric circle. Lovely, good evening. Look here, Himanshu. So this is concentric circle. So this circle is called as all the circles how much we have drawn, all of them are concentric circle. All the circles are here what beta? Concentric circle. So concentric circle means कि when a circle will have a common center, it is considered as what? Concentric circle. Got it? So basic ideas about circle, not only for students, for teachers also important. So they must learn this one. So what is the meaning of this part? This is called as concentric circles. Come beta Kanish. So when a circle will have common center, it is considered as what? Concentric circles. Okay. Now we will learn about the second phase. Today circle all the theorems I will write, all the NCRT questions. I told you now bring NCRT book. Did you brought NCRT book? Very good, beta. Because in NCRT book I need to get that. Thank you, beta. Don't forget to take the book, huh? After class. Now, the next important point. Yes, example targets. Yes, beta. So now we are going to study next part. So these circles are called as what beta? Concentric circle. Now we are going to talk about arc. Okay, get ready to learn about arc. What is the meaning of arc and which one is minor arc and which one is major arc and how we are writing arc. Okay, so write down first arc point arc presentation is also very important. So write definition arc of a circle. What is the meaning of arc of a circle? What is the meaning of next point after concentric circle? We are going to study about arc of a circle. Second point is what beta? Arc of a circle. Its definition is a continuous piece of a circle a continuous piece of a circle is called an arc of a circle. A continuous piece of a circle is called arc of a circle. A continuous piece of a circle is called as what beta? Arc of a circle. A continuous piece of a circle is considered as what? Arc of a. Just we will point 2 points P and Q here. Okay. So this we will put arrow. So here P to Q. This is exactly the arc of a circle. Understood? So this is the presentation of curve that connect two endpoints is also called as arc of a circle. That is absolutely correct, beta. These are arc of a circle and we can also draw like this. If arrow goes like this, then arc of a circle will become QP. So this is arc of a circle PQ. That part is arc of a circle QP. Now check this one out. P to Q arrow written, arc presented like this. Then Q to P coming, arc presented like this. I hope you might have understood. Minor arc and major arc. Yes, there will be two arc beta. One arc is considered as minor arc and another arc will be considered as major arc. So two arcs will be there. One arc will be considered as minor arc, another arc will be considered as major arc. Minor arc and major arc. So one arc will be considered as minor arc and another arc will be considered as major arc. I hope you might have understood minor arc and major arc. Did you got this one beta? Minor arc and major arc. So two arc of a circle will be there, minor arc and major arc. Done? I hope you might have understood this one beta about arc of a circle. This is about arc of a circle. Now we will go for central angle. So length of arc, always we are writing na length of arc. So length of arc can be representing minor arc also and major arc also. It totally depends upon the presentation beta. Now we are going to talk about central angle, minor arc, major arc presentation. We are also understanding minor arc and major arc. So beta, if this will go like this, it is major arc or minor arc from the center. Then QP will become what beta? Major arc. And PQ will become, so this one will become minor of arc, and this one will become major of arc. So the moment we are drawing a central angle and we are subtending an angle, so if this will become theta, then this part will become what beta? If that is theta, then this part will become 180 degree minus theta. So that's the difference. If one angle is theta, another angle will become 180 minus theta. I hope you might have understood better. So if one angle is theta, another angle will become what? 180 minus theta. 180 minus theta. So this is the concept of minor arc and major arc. Understood now? So but beta, how we are writing? We are writing this only. Arc only we are writing. But one time we are writing theta, another part will become 180 minus theta. Did you understood now, Kanishk? Sam? So beta, one angle will be less, another angle will become more. So that's exactly called, the one which is having less part is called as minor. The one which will be having more will become major. I hope you might have understood. Everybody understood? Four of you understood now beta? So now we are going to talk about next points. So are you all ready for questions, please? Chalo, we understood the segments, we understood the questions. So now we are going to solve some questions. Get ready, everyone. I'm writing some fill in the blanks. You have to fill it. Okay? Anvi, good evening, beta. So I'm writing some questions. Get ready to fill it. All of you are ready? Yes. First question, right? All points lying inside or outside of a circle are, or outside of a circle are called dash points and dash point. Think about it and say. All points lying inside outside of a circle are called these points. Come on, go for it. Think what you can write about it. The points which are exactly coming inside a circle and the points which are coming outside a circle, these points are called as, come on, say the points. What it will be called as, beta? They are called as interior points and exterior points. Note down what it is called as, beta? Interior points and exterior points. Yes, very good. Interior means inside and exterior means outside. So those points which lies inside the circle are considered as interior points, and those points which are lying outside the circles are called as exterior points. This was first fill in the blanks. We will go for the second fill up blanks. Okay, get ready. Circle having the same center, and different radii are called Centers having the same circles having the same center and different radii. Just now I taught. Let's see. Okay, online I got the answer. Let's see offline what is the answer they are going to give. Circles having the same center and different radii. Just few minutes when you came, I was explaining that. Circles having the same center and different radii. Circles having the same center and different radii. They got a special name. Circles having the same center and different radius. So here all the radius are different now, beta. This is R1, this is R2, this is R3, this is R4, this is R5. So same center and different radii. They are called as concentric circles. What is the definition? Concentric circles. What they are considered as? Concentric circles. Circles having the same radius, sorry, different radius and same center is called as concentric circles. Okay, so these are considered as what? Concentric circles. So next definition, get ready for it. So third part of a circle we are going to understand. So this Kanishk ready beta? Now we will go for the third question, beta. Third question is, get ready for the third question. What is the third question they are asking? Yes, a point whose distance from the center, a point whose distance from the center, a point whose distance from the center of a circle is greater than its radius, its radius lies dash of the circle. Come on, dash will be what? Uh-huh. Think nicely. You'll be able to answer it. Think nicely. A point whose distance, check nicely, the point whose distance from the center of a circle is greater than its radius. Look here. See, this is radius. O to A is what beta? Radius. Now this point whose distance is greater than radius. That means what? This distance is greater, OB is greater than OA. Distance is greater than radius. This is what called as? This point is called as what? Interior point or exterior point? Exterior. So, exterior of circle. Exterior point of circle. Exterior point of the circle. So this point is considered as what beta? This point is considered as exterior point of the circle. This point is considered as what? Exterior point of the circle. Understood? So the point which lies outside a circle is considered as exterior point of the circle. It is considered as what? Exterior point of the circle. Now are we ready for the next question, please? So now write the next question, exterior point of the circle. We'll write with yellow color means it will be understandable. Exterior point of the circle. What this point is called as? Exterior point of the circle. Now we are going to understand about the next question. Get ready for the next question, beta. What is the next question is, a circle divides the plane on which it lies in, a circle divides the plane, a circle divides the plane on which it lies. A circle divides the plane on which it lies in dash parts. On which it divides, it is exactly called as what, beta? This is a very important question. On how many parts? A circle divides the plane on which it lies in dash parts. How many parts it is dividing the plane? Think and say. A circle divides the plane on which it lies in dash parts. That's only is the mistake everybody is doing. A circle divides the plane. Think, guess. In how many parts the circle is dividing the plane? Three parts. Circumference, inside and outside. How many parts it will be? Three parts. How many parts it is dividing? Note down. This is most important question. It is three parts. Inside, outside and this region. Understood? So how many parts it will be? Three parts. So three parts. This is very, very important. It divides the plane into how many parts, beta? Three parts. Circle divides the plane into how many parts? Three parts. Are these questions very nice now? The circle divides the plane into how many parts, beta? Three parts. So now let's go for next question. Get ready for next question. This was important question. Segment of circle, right question. Segment of a circle, segment of a circle, segment of a circle is the region, segment of a circle is the region. Good evening, Unnati. Segment of a circle is the region between an arc and dash of the circle. Come on, answer this question. I'm coming live every time. You are not coming. Chord. Many are telling chord. What was the question? Segment of a circle is the region between an arc and segment of a circle is the region. Segment. What is the meaning of segment, beta? Anybody who knows segment? Now let's see. I'm going to draw segment. So minor segment and major segments are there. So if somebody will talk to you about segment, so this part it is cut. So this region is called as minor segment. and this part is called as major segment. Down part is called as minor segment and up section is called as major segment. Minor segment and major segment. Note down. So segment will be exactly called as minor segment and major segment. So the segment which is consisting of minor part is called as minor segment. The segment consisting of major part is considered as major segment. Minor segment and major segment. So segment of a circle will be exactly what? So minor and major segment will be consisting of this sector. But here the question is what, beta? The question is segment of a circle is the region between an arc and dash of the circle, center of the circle. Arc and center. See, this is the circle now, beta. Now, this is the segment. So, segment is the region between the arc and center of the circle. Note down, arc and center of the circle. It is the region between the arc and center of the circle. This is most important. Don't forget, because like this type of fill up the blanks are coming means it is difficult. Segment of a circle is the region between an arc and center of the circle. Understood? Note down very nicely. Because segment will divide the arc and the center. It will divide the arc, and how it is called as, it is going to divide the arc and the center. You think itself, this is a circle now, beta. So if I am cutting like this, correct now? So if I am cutting like this, so this is exactly center. So now arc and the center got divided. Now here one arc is coming, one arc is without center, one arc is having center. So that's the region. One arc is without center, one arc is with center. So that's the most important part. One arc is without center and one arc is with center. So this is the most important part. So segment of a circle is the region between an arc and center of the circle. Between an arc and center of the circle. So these definitions, these points are very, very important. Now beta, which is the longest chord of the circle? Dash is the longest chord. What is the chord? First we are going to understand what is the meaning of chord. Beta, when a circle is drawn, then from one circumference to another circumference, the line segment joining one circumference to another circumference of the circle is called as chord. Understood? A line joining the circumference of the circle, the circumference of the circle is called as chord. The line joining the circumference of the circle is called as what, beta? Chord. The line joining the circumference of the circle is considered as what, beta? Chord. The line joining the circumference of the circle is considered as chord. So now beta, our question is not this. Our question they are asking is the longest chord of the circle is very good. The longest chord of the circle is dash. So what is the answer, beta? The longest chord of the circle is diameter. The longest chord of the circle is diameter. That's the most important part. The longest chord of the circle is considered as diameter. So how many questions we have exactly gone through? 6 questions. Now we are going to go for the 7th question. Minor arc, major arc. Now understood na beta? Did you got what is chord, what is segment? How many chords we can draw for a circle? Infinite chords. We can draw many chords for a circle. We can draw many chords for a circle. So now let's go for the next question, beta. Write an arc is a dash. An arc is a dash when its ends are the ends of a diameter. Come on. An arc is a dash when its ends are the ends of a diameter. You answer this question. This is a very important question. An arc is a dash when its ends are the ends of a diameter. When its ends are the ends of a diameter. Huh? Think. An arc is dash when its ends are the ends of a diameter. So its ends are the ends of the diameter. What is the name you are going to give it? These are the diameter. AB is the diameter with center O. And these are ends are the ends of the diameter. My online children has given the answer. A. From here you are unable to see. Think, what is this shape called as? Yes. It is called as semicircle. See, semicircle na beta. This diameter ends are the ends of the circle. So half circle na. So half circle is considered as what? Semicircle. Super. Semicircle. Super. So it is called as what beta? This is considered as semicircle. Note down. This is considered as semicircle. This is called as beta semicircle. How was the session? Good, na? How many questions you did? 7. And all 7 questions are technical questions, na? Now, beta, we are going to go for next question. Now, we have finished the chapters. Now, most chapters we have finished. So, we'll revise like this, all the basic things, because now you are going to grade 10, na, beta. So, you should go with a very good knowledge. Okay. So, right. Next question. Sam, what is the next part of the question here is beta, right? A continuous piece of a, do it. A continuous a continuous piece of a circle, a continuous piece of a circle, a continuous piece of a circle, Kanishk think, is dash of the circle. Sam and Kanishk, absolute. The continuous piece of a circle is called as the arc of a circle. The continuous piece of the circle is considered as arc of a circle. So all the basic questions we have done, beta. The continuous piece of a circle is considered as arc of the circle. So this was all the important prior information about the circle. We talked about segment, minor segment and major segment. We talked about minor arc and major arc. We talked about chord. We talked about diameter. We talked about concentric circle. We talked about all basic point of a circle. Understood na beta? Minor arc, major arc, how it is subtending, that also we learned. That also we learned. So all basic part we have learned. So are we ready for NCRT questions? Are we ready for NCRT question or are we ready for true false question? Better we will first start true false question because true false will give us clarification in much better way. Are we ready for it, beta? So write this one. This video you keep before examination. We will be needing these videos. Correct now? Because whenever you will see this video or the question along with the answer will give you a clarification. Correct now? So circle part 1 is for introduction of circle where we learned concentric circles also, arc of a circle also, all basic ideas we got. Now beta, first question is a circle, first question, true or false? True and false. A circle is a plane figure. This is first question. Don't say the answer right now. Is it a true statement or a false statement? Next question. Line segment joining the center, line segment joining the center, line segment joining the center at to any point of the circle, to any point of the circle to any point of the circle to any point on the circle is a radius of the circle. This statement is true or false. Third question. Get ready. All the questions I am giving. Third is if a circle is divided into, if a circle is divided into three parts, if a circle is divided into three parts, three equal arc, if a circle is divided into three equal arc, three equal arc, each is a major arc. Each each I'm telling, each is a major arc. Each is a major arc. Fourth question. A circle has only finite number of equal chords. A circle has only finite number of equal chords. True and false. See, all the questions are puzzling now. Finite means you can count it. Infinite means you cannot count it. Infinite means beta we can't count it. Finite means we can count it. That's the difference. A chord of a circle, a chord of a circle, a chord of a circle, a chord of a circle which is twice as long, which is twice as long, which is twice as long, the chord of a circle which is twice as long is its, a chord of a circle which is twice as long is its radius, is its radius, is a diameter of the circle. Okay, now you are ready and your time starts now. 5 questions I have given. Come on. 5 questions I have given. Vasant, I am coming to Anupura. I am coming there, beta. I am coming to Kulkundram. Come on, do it. Hi. Hi, ma'am. So you need to understand this one. So every shot you have to write it very particularly. Don't go here and there. Just solve the question. So what was the first question? A circle is a plane figure. Is it true? A circle is a plane figure. The correct answer is yes. A circle is a plane figure. Absolutely true. A circle is a plane figure. You need to understand. A circle is a plane figure. The answer is true. Why beta? The circle is a plane figure because it is a 2D figure. So two-dimensional figures are plane figure. Absolutely correct. The second part is line segment joining the center to any point of the circle is a radius of the circle. Absolutely correct. Line segment joining from any point to the center is called as radius. This statement is true. This statement is true. So these two questions are exactly true statement. Shall we go for the third one? If a circle is divided into three equal arcs, how many equal arcs? Three equal arcs. Means we are dividing the circle into three equal arcs. Correct? How many arcs we have divided? 1, 2, 3 equal arcs we have divided the circle. If a circle is divided into three equal arcs, each is a major arc because equal division is there now. So each will be considered as a major arc. Absolutely true statement. So each part will be considered as a major one. So it is exactly considered as major arc because all the three will be equal. So it will not be, none of the three will be called as minor. All the three will be considered as major arc. Understood? Fourth one, beta. What is the fourth one? A circle has only finite number of equal chords. No, infinite. It has infinite number. So answer is false. Answer is false. It has infinite. Okay. Now next one, beta. A chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius is called diameter. Is it true? Is called as diameter. How many of you? This is exactly true, na beta. Now, a chord of a circle, they're telling it is a chord. The line segment is a chord. Understood? They're telling one thing, a chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius. Which is twice as long as its radius. A chord of a circle which is twice as long as its radius. Twice as long as its radius is diameter. So now for this we need to draw a diameter. So chord we know, a chord of what is called a chord of a circle which is twice of radius is diameter. Twice of radius is what? Diameter. Twice of radius is exactly what, beta? Diameter. So always we know that twice of radius is diameter. So this statement is a true statement. How was the session? Did you like it? Did you understood the part? Very slowly we have done. Now beta, we are going to understand what is the meaning of congruent circles. Very good, beta. So shall we go for some more true false? Our concepts will become good now. So let's see some more true false questions. Get ready for it. So these were 5 questions. How many correct for you? Tell. I think 4 you people have said correct now. Only last one you did mistake. Last one you did mistake. Rest of that everything you have. Rest other everything you have done correct, beta. So now we are going for 6th question. Children, get ready for the 6th question. Your 6th question is, sector is the region. Sector, sector. Sector, give a heading. Sector is a region. Sector is a region between the chord. Sector is a region between the chord and its corresponding arc. Between the chord and its corresponding arc. And its corresponding arc. Sector is a region between the chord and corresponding arc. This is one question. I'll teach you what is the meaning of sector, beta. So see, if somebody will be asking you what is a sector, minor sector or major sector, this is a cake for you. Huh? How to understand sector. So beta, this is the center. So now you need to divide like this. Got it? So this part is called as sector. A piece of cake is always a sector. So this is sector. So this part is called as sector and this part is also called as sector. This one will become major sector and this part will become minor sector. So can you see this one out? Understood? So segment sector is there. But when somebody will be talking to you about segment, this is exactly called as major segment and this part is called as minor segment. Quickly note down. Quickly note down, beta. So this is exactly about major segment and minor segment. major sector and minor sector. Note down. We'll check. Finished. Now look at it. A sector is a region between the chord and its corresponding arc. Chord and corresponding arc. Sector. Sector is a region between the chord and corresponding arc. A sector is a region between the chord and corresponding arc. Is it a true or a false statement? Adishwar, hi. So this is a region between chord and corresponding arc. A sector is a region between chord and corresponding arc. The statement is true. Understood? Yes. Sector is a region between the chord and corresponding arc. What is this called as? Is it a sector or a segment? See, sector will be exactly this one. Minor sector or major sector we are doing. So this is exactly called as C. We already studied now. Huh. Driver came. So that is minor segment and in on table, ma'am. ले लीजिए. So that is considered as major arc or minor arc. So next class I am going to explain about sector and segment. Okay. So I am keeping it in here, beta. Okay. How was the session today? Was it okay? Did you learn? Did you learn anything fruitful? Yes. We learned about sector and segment. But this question we are going to discuss. You get ready for it. Sector and segment. Prepare very nicely. Yes. Prepare very nicely about sector and segment. And we will be studying about in next class. Look here, beta. I'm teaching you this one. The online students are having confusion, but this is exactly sector. Check this one out. Here it is written. Your coaching center has Adishwar. What is the chapter? Chapter 12. Which class? Which school? Shall we go, beta? Shall we leave it?